resealed the box with garbage for the next unsuspecting customer.
When they open it, it's not an iPod, it's a piece of brick, it's a rock, it's something else that has similar weight and dimension characteristics.
Today, a critical element has arrived. Using the fake name Andy Andrews, investigator Austinson purchased what he believes is a recently stolen iPod from none other than power seller John Wilson.
Hey, I got the package.
Hey, good to see you.
Good to see you.
Austinson takes it to forensic investigator Nick Zerwis.
As a part of the Asset Protection Forensic Lab, as we get this evidence brought to us, it's our job to make sure that throughout all the processing, everything's done above board.
Each item processed by the lab may be presented in court, so technicians take every precaution by keeping the workspace sterile and using gloves to protect the integrity of the evidence.
All right, let's open it up and see what we got.
Hopefully we have our iPod.
So it's an iPod, all of the components, and mysteriously no package.
Investigators have collected the empty boxes from the stolen iPods and cataloged the serial numbers. The e-crime team anxiously hopes for a match.
Well, here's our known serial numbers from the empty packages.
All right.
You want to read them off to me?
Yeah. 8, King, 8, 0, 9, 9. Frank, 1, Yellow, Mary, X-ray.
Perfect.
And that's a match.
We got a match.
All right, well, I'll continue to process it and do everything that we need to do, and I'll send you our report.
Thanks.
All right. Hey, good job.
All right.
Congratulations.
After 3 long years, it's a hard-earned moment of victory for the target team.
Scott!
Now it's up to local law enforcement to close the case. It's 7 a.m. in Des Moines, Iowa, and Sergeant Dan Paulson of the West Des Moines Police Department has been tracking the case with target investigators. With confirmation from the CSI lab in Minneapolis, on this day, police are ready to move in on the suspects.
We have two arrest warrants for Linda Wilson and her son, John Wilson. We're looking for an envelope that the money order would have came in, and that would be addressed to Linda Wilson with a return address to an Andy Andrews out of Roseville, Minnesota.
Armed with arrest warrants, 4 squad cars and 6 officers roll out to a sleepy neighborhood in West Des Moines in search of the mother and son suspects.
In Iowa, that means that we have to at least knock and make an attempt to let the people open the door and let us in before we force entry.
Police say Linda Wilson is not new to them. She's had previous trouble with the law.
West Des Moines Police Department, we have a search warrant. West Des Moines Police, we have a search warrant. You don't open it, we're gonna come in.
Detective Paulson warns us that the Wilson home is armed with sophisticated surveillance equipment and that they will not be easy to apprehend.
Police Department, we have a search warrant.
Police find Linda Wilson hiding in the living room. When confronted, she denies knowing anything. Officers assure her that they have caught her on tape.
She's made some initial denials about not knowing anything. But right off the bat, she says, well, I bought an iPod and I've returned an iPod, but I've never stolen an iPod. Now that Linda, the female, has been arrested and she's on her way to our holding facility, we're going to try to check one other address for the mail.
The police head to John Wilson's home next, where they do not have a search warrant that allows them to breach the residence.
Police Department, need to talk to you, John. You got it!
But the officers are authorized to search his car.
Is there an account number on it or something? Yeah, well, let's take it. It's mostly junk mail.
Within minutes, his wife arrives home.
Hi there, are you Shannon? Shannon, my name.
She doesn't look surprised to see the police.
Is John around at all for us to talk to? Is he working somewhere? Or?
No, that would be nice.
Wilson's wife says she hasn't seen her husband. But neighbors tell police that John is in and out of the house every day.
He does come and go because he comes by and sees the boys, but he doesn't actually stay here.
She invites officers to search her home, where police discover that moments before their arrival, John Wilson grabbed his computer and fled. Detective Paulson thinks it's likely his mother tipped him off while they were outside her house. But all is not lost. Even though John Wilson is on the lam, officers find ample evidence of his criminal activity. A short search yields bags of receipts from various retailers. And, lo and behold...
What do you got?
Andy Andrews letter?
You did? Sweet.
An investigator locates what police consider the smoking gun.
This letter was the original envelope that Target mailed Linda Wilson the payment for the stolen iPod that they purchased on the eBay auction under the alias name of Andy Andrews. It connects Linda and John together. This car was seen leaving the parking lot during one of the iPod purchases and returns. And then in addition, we found the actual purchase receipt and the return for one of the stolen iPods from April 13th.
West Des Moines police put out an all-points bulletin for John Wilson. While her son remains a fugitive, Linda Wilson pleaded not guilty and is awaiting trial. Target wants boosters to know they are always watching.
We have the best investigators in the industry, bar none.
Sooner or later, we're going to get them.